So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the blend tool. The first thing we have to do is make two shapes. So these can be two similar shapes, two very different shapes, whatever it is you'd like to do. I'm going to start out with a rectangle, and let's do something a little different here for the second shape. Let's make a circle, and let's make these a little more different in scale. There we go, that's a little bit bigger. Let's make this guy a little bit smaller, just so I can really show you the differences when we activate this. And let's change the color too. I'm going to make this fill red. Let's make the fill on this one, let's make it blue. We can also even change the stroke on this. So let's see what that's going to look like. Let's go with a stroke palette here, and let's make the stroke weight a little bit thicker. Okay, there we go. So we have two pretty different shapes here right now. We could go with something even more complicated if we wanted to. It doesn't really matter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the both of these for now. Then I'm going to select the blend tool, which is about 2/3 of the way down your toolbar here on the side. So I double click that. We get this little palette that has a few different options. We could choose to do a smooth transition, and that, if I hit OK, see what I have to select now. This shape, just click once, and then this shape, click once, and we get a transition between there. Well, we're not really seeing it very well because of the strokes that were in there. So let's try, I'm going to try eliminating the strokes in those. And let's go with no stroke, and I think we might be able to see that transition a little bit better. Let's do that again. Blend tool, selecting both shapes. There we go. So we can see it's made a really perfect gradient from one shape to the other. But let's do something a little bit different. And this is something I find a little bit more useful. I'm going to select the blend tool again, double clicking to open it. And now instead of smooth color, I'm going to choose specified steps. And we could choose how many steps we want in, from the first to the last. So let's just stick with 5. You can do more or fewer, whatever you need. Let's just go with 5 for now. And now I'm going to click on the first shape, then the second shape, and voila, we get this step, all these steps from one to the other, blending color and transforming the shape as well. And I can take this whole thing, I can move it around using the black arrow tool, or if I deselect it and use the white arrow tool, and let's say click on just one of these shapes in either end, I could really change the location of this and kind of stretch things out as needed. Other things we can do with this is these are all grouped, but if I select this and I go to Object and I expand it, so I'm going to expand all these paths. I'm going to expand both the object and the fill. There's no stroke right now because I hid those or eliminated them. So if I expand those, they are now different paths, but they're still grouped. So I have to go to Object and Ungroup, and now I can separate these out. So I'm just going to click away to deselect, and then use the white arrow tool. And if I select any one of these shapes, I can move them independently from each other. And I can do this to maybe construct some kind of order with them that is different. So that's a blend tool in a nutshell.